Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Houkago Teibou Nisshi. And last episode, we got to find out a little bit about Ono. She has a bit of a trauma in regards to the sea, you know, like falling into it. Trying her hardest to stop Hina from experiencing the same thing, which is good. That's a good thing for a senpai to do, you know? For sure, she is excellent senpai. Now, second half was even better because we actually got to see Hina and Natsume hanging out together in Natsume's bedroom, which is always a good time. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed all of that. So, hopefully we get more of that in the show. Just fingers crossed. But for now, we're going to see what we get with this episode. So, let's just dive on in. 3, 2, 1, play. I hear a storm. Storms are brewing. Is that going to make it harder to fish? Or more exciting to fish? I guess it depends on how much of a challenge you're up for. Yo. It doesn't surprise me somehow. But what do we do if we're not out in with the water? Any fish will do, even an octopus. Yeah, she's definitely a full-fledged member at this point. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Maybe we could get an upgrade. Fair enough. But what if we just want to chill and hang out, you know? Nobody wants to be called. Where did you come from? You completely killed my train of thought. Hope you're happy. Oh? Have you been holding out on us? Wow. I don't know if I believe you anymore. That sounds pretty fancy. I definitely approve of that closeness. Like, I don't think we got that much closeness even in their bedroom. Well, not to me's bedroom. It's not their bedroom. They're not living together yet. But, okay. Apparently she has been holding out on us. So I guess we'll check that out after the opening. Hello. I always just feel so relaxed as I just let this anime wash over me. It's my happy place. That hasn't changed. Nurse's office. Bokenshitsu. Is this what we're gonna call our club room because our advisor uses it? Is that how it works? Because I'm okay with that. It's like, what are you doing, miss? I guess so. I mean, yeah, but if it's our advisor's room, it's our room. She mooches off of our room. I don't see why we can't do that to her. Is that a fishing pole? Oh. Those two are great. I'm glad that our time in the bedroom together has made them even closer. It's very apparent. Wow. Actually, it was kind of scary almost. If that thing was bigger. But why do the eyes have to glow, though? You're making me hungry, Natsumi. None for you. No boon for you. Do you, though? Do you understand? That's what she said. Well, yeah. And then the dead weight. Well, there's actually a lot of components to this. You probably should be taking notes. You. Oral rehydration solution. Yeah, how do you like when people invade your room? That's not... Have they always written her name like that? I don't think so. I love how we've kind of just changed that dynamic here just by going to a different room. Like the dynamic with the teacher specifically. You'll get one and you'll be happy with it. Flustered sensei is best sensei. It's okay. That's still a very cloudy sky. Oh, that's not too bad. We could probably make it. I mean, I couldn't. That does make sense. Oh, do we need that? Can't we just go and be sneaky about it? You know, the American way. Nah. No. Yeah, okay, fine. I guess it's okay. Yes. Wow, I mean, she's not really wrong. Duck. Oh my god, that was cute. Wasn't ready for that. Oh no, the rain's starting. It was only a matter of time. Good thing we brought umbrellas. Yeah, exactly what I was saying, yes. I would imagine, but I'm sure a pro can handle it. Oh, okay then. We are now trolls. Oh no, I think I hear a frog or something. Swoosh! This is my first time under a bridge. It's such a wonderful thing. I personally love having a roof, so no disagreement from me. Yeah, it's not too deep. But deep enough for stuff to live in, I guess. Are you gonna poke her? Is what it kind of looked like. Oh yeah, I see it. It's got the long thingies. Where he's grab them with her hand and pull them out like the manly fishing techniques that I don't do. You know, if you want to be normal about it. It's impossible not to have fun while using a pole. I kind of thought she was gonna fall for a second. Those are English words. Okay, we'll just watch and see how it goes. I'm sure we'll have plenty of fun. Just don't get pinched. If I assume they do that. Yeah. We'll get her one. Is this woman thinking about anything but food and beer? But they have no idea that there's people under the bridge. Oh. Scare the crap out of me. Oh no. Yeah, that's why you pull out as soon as you can. Is it exciting to lose your bait? But yeah, she's not deterred. It's fine. Ducks. Why does the girl with the accent have to give instructions? Oh wow, cardboard. Right. And you can get him. I imagine it would be a little bit darker under the bridge, right? Maybe that tricks him into thinking it's night. And he came out. He's like, I'll be taking that and going back home now. Crab stick kind of sounds delicious. And then you just pull it out. And yeah, it didn't take much strength at all. Yeah, just do it like that, you know? What's so hard about that? And now, let's begin with the failure. Don't say that, Hina. They keep saying that. Which is funny, because they're like English words that are very difficult to say with the Japanese, you know, phonetic system. But they keep saying it anyway. Come on, just pull it up, and you failed. I mean, I knew that. They kind of, you know, spoiled that she would fail initially. But I'm sure she'll eventually get the hang of it. Did anyone bring a watch? Oh no, we're getting conflicted information. What do we do? This is where I would panic. Come on, shrimpy, shrimpy, shrimpy. Ah! Gonna pay for all this stolen bait and blood, you shrimp. Let's try again. Ah! How much bait do we have? Do we have enough to account for Hina? Starting to get painful to watch. Okay, there we go. That brings us back to current time. When he scared the crap out of those poor schoolgirls. And me. I know, right? Gotta love Mad Peanut. That belly, though. The sparkles in the eyes. So, let's do better this time? Maybe? Right? Just focus, focus, and right about now-ish. Do we pull now? Do we pull? Okay. Almost reminds me of the kind of fishing you do at the festivals, you know? With a goldfish. You know, can't pull it up too hard or you'll break it, you know? But anyway, congrats, Hina, I knew you could do it. Just took about a dozen or so tries. It's gonna pinch you, Hina. It's going to pinch you. Oh no, that's even worse. Oh no. Oh. That's why you don't gloat until you have it in the bag. Or whatever you're keeping these in. It's funny, but I do feel bad for her. It's a mix of emotions. And let's get it safely secure before we gloat. Gotta be at least the 6th time they've said that. Thrilling, exciting combo. Never underestimate your opponent. Well then. If you want to be filthy casual about it, I guess you could use some gloves. Ducks! Come on, Natsume, please quack at them again. It kind of gives me life. Oh. Oh, it's packing... caviar. I had to think of the word. Yeah, I get it. Take that line out of context. I'm almost sure I've seen the exact line in Dojinshi. An air pump. Yeah, I'm kind of the same way. I gotta thoroughly clean these. Okay. I guess you don't want to eat dirty shrimp. Somebody should have told her ahead of time. Now she's just all disappointed. And you're our club advisor? Do you need a better reason than that? Yeah, I got her. Might give you 2 if you give us a lift. So we're on the next day, and I see it's still raining. What are we doing? We're doing a cooking show. I'm into it. It is straight up a cooking show. I think she's a bit too shy to make that work, but let's try. Right? Don't let them escape. You don't mix up the clean ones and the dirty ones. Cooking sake. Plenty, and I made a whole freaking bottle. I mean, you can't have enough sake. Don't scare Hina too much. This is more exciting and thrilling than I thought it would be. Oh god, I'm getting hungry again. Whew, those look much more delicious than they did in the water. Which makes sense, they're clean and cooked now. Lots of ketchup. Lots of ketchup. Is it oishi, Hina? I take it as a yes. It's unfortunate I don't get any of them. There we go, somebody finally said it. I knew somebody had to. Kind of a rule of anime. Unless the food isn't edible, someone's gotta say it. Can we get that thing off screen, please? Nah. You know, just use your beer money for something better. It's okay, just be a good advisor and do what we say. I mean, if it works, do it. I see they were quite close again. Not quite cheek touchy, but... Sensei. We try not to. Nothing good ever comes of it. So, second half? Oh no, the episode's over. Okay. Fair enough. Just, how does an episode that's this mellow go by that quickly? What even happened in the episode? We just caught shrimp. I could have taken the whole episode. I couldn't have. I'm genuinely baffled by that. Did I fall asleep partway through the episode? I was sure we were halfway done. Like, there was no doubt in my mind. And then I saw it was at 22 minutes something, and then the doubt sprang up. Whew. Whew. I like how we kind of end the idiot with like a nice group photo. Okay. That was the 8th episode of Houkago Teibou Nisshi. And this episode, we kind of shook things up a little bit, where we apparently have a second club room, sort of. I mean, that's definitely a big exaggeration. It's more just a matter of our club advisor happens to be the school nurse, you know. So, you know, we kind of can leverage that by keeping some of our stuff there. So if we ever do any fishing that's closer to the school than to our faraway clubhouse, we could just, you know, it's more convenient that way. We could just grab the stuff there real quick and go there. And it all just works out much more smoothly, you know? Although, yeah, our club president definitely oversold it when she talked about that to, you know, and not to me. But it is definitely a good thing to have, for sure. I don't think we knew she was a nurse until now. I mean, for some reason, it didn't surprise me too much when it was revealed, but I don't think we knew that. We might have, though. I can never be sure of the things I forget, you know? Just how it goes. Today was actually quite a stormy day, which just really, all it really meant is we had to hide under a bridge to fish. Didn't make too much of a difference beyond that, really. And, you know, them being under a bridge gave a good opportunity to just scare some unsuspecting girls that were just walking on top of the bridge, minding their own business, and then suddenly they just hear this yell, this wail from Tsurugi Hina, and you're probably gonna have nightmares after that, I would imagine, because they probably went home not knowing what that was. So I kind of would have liked to see that, you know, like check up on them at night, you know, one of them sitting in her room calling the other, being like, yeah, I can't sleep, I keep thinking about that horrible voice we heard at the bridge. What about you? It's like, I can't sleep either. Like, I was asleep for 5 minutes and then I woke up from a nightmare. It's just horrible. I would have liked to have seen that. It's unfortunate that we didn't get that, because that would have been great. But oh well. What we did get was good, which was, you know, Hina doing her best to fish under the bridge. And like it's usually the case when she starts like a new type of fishing, she kind of struggles with it. Because one thing this anime definitely taught me is that fishing is definitely not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing in regards to equipment and techniques. And even among the same thing, different people apparently have little differences, like the time variation, like one person says 18 seconds, one says 30, which is a big difference, by the way. So, yeah, obviously, whenever you want to do a new type of fishing, you do have to kind of learn how to go about that, right? Because it's not like, because you can fish a lot of things, right? Anything in the water can be fished, more or less, but everything is going to have different traits, different body structure, different habits, so you have to account for that. And even though that's something that seems pretty obvious, it's not something I've really thought about too much. I mean, I just thought, hey, if you go fishing, you grab a fishing pole and put some bait on it, and you throw it out there, and you wait for it to grab a hold, then you pull it in, you know? I kind of had that simple view of it because I'd never really done it before. So, you know, this show definitely helped with that, for sure. Which is probably going to be the biggest takeaway I have from this show, is that new perspective on fishing. Which I guess is kind of the idea whenever you have this sort of shows that do focus on one sort of sport or activity. So, job well done in that regard. But we actually ended up getting one of these shrimp, you know, and Hina, after failing several times, eventually started to succeed. It was quite funny and sad when she caught that first one. She's like, ha ha ha, I finally got you. You thought you could escape me? Yeah, you stole like 90% of my bait, but I finally got you. Who's laughing now, sucker? And then it just fell off and escaped. That was quite funny. But we only did that once. She did learn a lesson after the first time, which is good. So, not too much to say on the shrimp fishing beyond that, really. Just seeing Hina get excited and then sad. It's quite a thing. You know, we got a couple of decent Hina faces like we usually do, for sure, which is always another fun part of the show. We called up Sensei to give us a ride, and she didn't want to initially. Then we told her just how much shrimp we got, and then she changed her tune pretty quick. But we did learn that we had to like clean and stuff, and we're actually gonna eat till the next day. Which I really do feel like they should have told Hina that beforehand, because, you know, imagine you're working hard fishing shrimp, getting all excited, like, yeah, once we get these all fished up, we're gonna eat them and it'll be great. And then someone's like, oh no, that thing you've been looking forward to this whole time, that's not gonna happen until like tomorrow. So too bad. You know, just that would really sting, you know, especially for the, you know, the younger you are, the more susceptible you are to that disappointment. So it's just, that's the one thing that I think they could have done better, you know, because obviously she is a newbie still, especially in regard to shrimp, but she literally just did today, so she wouldn't know too much about that. So that was one thing that was definitely on my mind, for sure. But, you know, luckily she still got to eat them. It's not like Sensei stole them all like before, so it still ended up being a positive experience in the end. She seemed very happy when she finally got to eat some of that shrimp. And yeah, really not much to say on the episode than that. I just don't know how all that took the entire episode. Like, all I did was go out and fish for some shrimp. Like, I could have swore that all that could have fit in half an episode, and yet, you know, it was the whole episode. Like, it's not a criticism or anything, it's just really surprised me, is all I'm trying to really say. But it was a fun episode, you know, very much in line with what the show usually is, going out and fishing, just doing a new type of fishing, you know, learning all sorts of things through it. We apparently learn more about Sensei as well, you know, her thing. And hopefully we get some scenes later on of our girls just kind of like going in there to chill, you know, because I imagine their advisor would let them do that, you know, just lay in a bed and take a nap whenever they want. So, yeah, I do think that's all I got to say. We got to see, you know, the president's kitsune ears a couple times, which is always fun. Oh, and the tail. We also got to see the tail. And like I said, the kind of physical closeness we got between Natsume and Hina was great this episode. Like, one scene we actually had, like, straight-up cheeks pressing against each other, I'm pretty sure. Which is something to get pretty excited about. You know, thrilling and exciting, as they say. They just kept saying that. So, yeah, good episode. Looking forward to more. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.